It's official, the new Whoop 5.0 is here, and today I'm going to go through all the things that are new from the hardware itself, these software upgrades, what it's like upgrading, the pricing for all the models. We're going to get into it. I do have a link down below if you do want to join. I've been wearing Whoop for 5 years, so I'll share my honest thoughts on what I think of this new launch. So Whoop just announced the new Whoop 5.0 as well as the Whoop MG. So they have two new hardware products, and they're distinctly different in the terms of the Whoop 5.0 is going to look like the previous one, but it's 7% smaller and has a 14-day plus battery life. But the Whoop MG is going to have this little indent right here for ECG and other types of measurements right there, which we'll dive into. Other than that, there are no other hardware changes that I heard of. So it's just going to be smaller. The straps and accessories will not fit on the Whoop 5.0 from the previous model. You'll have to upgrade all of those. The battery life is improved and it's 7% smaller. I was hoping we would get a little bit more, but we didn't. But there are a ton of new memberships and new software upgrades, which I'm not sure if they're going to come to the 4.0, so we'll have to ask, and maybe I'll pin a comment if we can figure that out. Now let's talk about pricing first. They have 3 new membership tiers. Previously it was $239 a month, but they made a more accessible option at $199, as well as a even more advanced option at $359 per year. And if you do click my link in the description, you will actually be able to get a cheaper rate. So if you do want to do that, make sure to go to join.whoop.com/Shervin. And because I hook it up, you get 1 month free, and that free Whoop device is included. Just make sure to pick the membership that's best for you, which will dive deep into what the differences are. They also have family pricing for 2 to 6 members, which you can also sign up for, which I thought was very interesting. Now, what are the differences between the memberships? If you have the 4.0, you're going to continue to get all the features that you did at that $239 per year price. But the new One membership is their budget-friendly option. You're going to lose health span, stress monitor, and health monitor. It is a bit cheaper, but you do lose those 3 features from the previous Whoop 4.0. If you re-sign and get the Peak model, you'll get all the same software features as well as the new hardware. You just need to sign at least a 1-year contract. And their new one is the Life, which is their highest tier option, which adds some more features. And in addition to what you're already getting, you're going to get heart screener with the ECG. That's actually requires the new hardware as well. On-demand AFib detection, and blood pressure insights. Just knowing that the ECG features are mentioned for 22 years older, the blood pressure insights are not a medical device and it does not provide medical advice. For the biggest leaps, we're going from 5 days to 14 days. I think that's going to be huge. One of the downsides of the One membership is you're getting a basic charger, which is wired. This is new. We've never seen this before, but the previous models all had wireless power packs. This looks weird. I guess what you'll have to do now is just take your Whoop off and put it on the charger. I think this might just decrease your probability of wearing and using the device, but it will also decrease the probability of losing the charger. So I'm curious. I want one of these just as a backup to have in my home, and then I can use that wireless charger when I'm traveling. Haptic alarm stays the same. Woman hormonal insights, VO2 max, heart rate zones all stay the same. And health span and Whoop age are not available when using the trial on the 4.0. But it looks like you do get this new software update with the previous hardware. And with the new Whoop 5.0, they mentioned in the keynote that you're going to get steps and it's going to be outside of beta, whereas in the 4.0 it was in beta. Now this is the pricing if you're buying it brand new or if you're using my link to save a little bit of money. So what if you're upgrading from the previous model? One thing to note is if you have over 1,825 plus recoveries, you will get this exclusive gift with Life, which is their highest tier membership. You have to upgrade to the Whoop MG on Life and you get this thing. I luckily have 1,900 recoveries because I've been wearing this for so long. And that just means I slept with the Whoop for over 1,900 nights. I get this milestone collection box, a travel case, and a band. It's a wooden box. I'm excited to see what that is like. If you want to see that, comment down below. And it's going to be engraved with my name, and I've been a member since 2020, so about 5 years. How much does it cost to upgrade? It's still $359 if you want to upgrade on your own and then get the device for free. So you're kind of locking in for a 12-month extension, and then it starts to renew at that same price year over year, and your upgrade fee is waived. But if you just want to upgrade and maintain the current plan that you have, it is $79. As you can see here, I have 123 months of renewal credits, so they actually dropped down to 94 with this higher tier pricing. And I decided to pay the upgrade fee because I don't want to lock into another year since I already have 10 years of Whoop credits. And that's all thanks to you for clicking the links down below. That just helps support the channel. So join.whoop.com/Shervin to help support the channel if you do decide to get a Whoop. And they will also send you a little gift box to give away your 4.0 to someone else. They will get 2 months free. And if they decide to join, you will get $50 and they will get $90 off today. So I added that gift. Maybe I'll give this away to a friend or someone down in the comments. You can also purchase a 12-month gift for $149, so you're saving a massive amount just to buy this today. So I decided to get the Whoop MG, obviously the highest tier. I'm getting the wireless power pack. I got the milestone collection box. I decided to order an extra band. The travel case comes with it. Also the 2-month gift box. My order is confirmed. I am freaking excited to see how this is going to be. If you want to see the unboxing video and showcasing what it's like, I'm ready to do that. I'll be testing and wearing this Whoop. As always, I wear all the wearables. And they have this new Whoop Advanced Labs where you're going to be able to get blood tests, a clinician will review your insights, and they're going to give you insights based on your blood work within the Whoop app. So I asked for priority access. I'm joining the waitlist. It starts in the fall. And this is very interesting. I'm curious if I can upload blood tests from previous tests that I've done. Like I use Inside Tractor, Function Health, Levels Health. All these companies are doing blood tests. Like, can I import my past data as well? And then when I do the new blood test, can I have correlations from all that historical data? Because I have all that information. Also in Quest, LabCorp, it's everywhere. I wish I could have one place where I could store all of that information. Now, fun fact, it is my birthday today, and for some reason, all the wellness companies release a product on my birthday. Last year, it was the new 8 Sleep Pod 4. Today, it is the Whoop 5.0. In terms of pricing, one thing that was interesting, I decided to do some like middle calculations. The pricing is going to range from about $15 to $30 a month. The old model was like $18, $19. Sometimes they do have sales, like Black Friday, where you were able to get it for $199, but the standard pricing is $239. The new model will jump that up about $8, $9 per month, and then the upgrade fee is $79. And then in comparison, the Oura Ring is $599 per month, which is $70 a year about. Garmin Connect is also $70 a year, and then the New York average cup of coffee is $6 to $7. So if you're buying coffee, 3, maybe even 5 times a month, that's the price of a Whoop 4.0 and a lot of these other memberships like Oura, Garmin. I know people don't love memberships, but also realize that you're spending a lot of money on things you might not need. Whereas this is not only helpful to your health, it can provide insights to make you a healthier and better person. And sometimes we're spending money on alcohol and drinks that are bad for you. So if this makes you drink less alcohol, you're saving money if you think about it. I'm not a salesperson and you don't need one, but if you do buy one, join.whoop/Shervin. Now, what are the new features? The first one is Health Span. This is Whoop Age or Whoop Pace of Aging. It's actually going to take into account your VO2 max, strength training, sleep, and heart rate zones to give you a Whoop age, as well as your pace of aging. Depending on stress levels throughout your life, that can change. But this is a new software update that we will see, and it's available for paying 4.0 customers. Next is the Heart Screener. This is where you can see your heart health. There's a new ECG in the Whoop MG. With most devices, you do need a 2-diode connection, so you're kind of pressing here, and you're getting electrical signals from both sides of your body to be able to understand the electrocardiogram or ECG or EKG, depending on the country that you're in. So it's measuring electrical signals, so you do need 2 points of contact to get that information. Now you'll be able to see that in your Whoop app, as well as irregular heart rhythm notifications, whether it's low or high heart rate. And it's not available in all regions. The ECG is available and ready for launch in the US, EU, UK, New Zealand, UAE, and Qatar, whereas the irregular heart rate rhythm is cleared and ready to launch in the EU, UK, New Zealand, UAE, and Qatar, not in the US. Knowing that this is the disclaimer for both of those features. We're starting to see ECG insights in almost every single wearable, so I'm just excited that Whoop has now joined the game. Next is blood pressure insights. This is crazy. This is the first wrist-based blood pressure insights device, and is in beta, so you'll be able to see your systolic and diastolic numbers. I want to test this against an actual blood pressure device, and maybe I'll do that for a week to see how close or how far off it might be. But I'm really excited about this because we have not had a wrist-based device that does this, at least that one that is accurate. And abnormal numbers for this can lead to complications like heart disease, stroke, kidney problems. So it's really good to monitor your trends. I know every time you visit the doctor, they check your blood pressure. So being able to have this on a daily basis on your wrist is going to be a game changer for our health. Next are women's hormonal insights. So like menstrual cycle insights, pregnancy insights, the phase, day of the cycle that you might be in. You can log migraines, cramps, etc., things like that. And you can even enter if you're in hormonal birth control. And all your data is accessible and erasable, so you have full control. But this is kind of what it's going to look like. You have all your different phases here, the days of your cycle. I know that the Oura Ring with natural cycles, even the Oura Ring and the app itself has updated this feature. And a lot of these are adding women's hormonal insights, so I'm very excited. I can't test this, but if you know anyone who is a woman and wants to be a part of a video, please let me know. Now they mentioned how they updated the sleep algorithm and using hours versus needed, sleep consistency, sleep efficiency, and high sleep stress scores to calculate the total percentage of your sleep. So the sleep performance is now based on that information and updated algorithm. They're adding VO2 max, they discussed. VO2 max to the Whoop, which they discussed. They've tried to calibrate this to lab tests and lab studies, which I'm very excited about. I know they released this in beta, but now we're seeing more and more of this, so I'm really excited to actually test my VO2 max levels in comparison to a real-life lab test. So if you want to see that video, let me know in the comments below. And they will also now coach you on what you need to do to increase your Whoop VO2 max. And finally, accessories. Previous accessories do not fit the new 5.0 and MG, so you will have to upgrade, but they do release some new stuff. There's some new Whoop body, which are 5.0 and MG compatible. They have bras, swimsuits, armbands, everything so you can wear your Whoop in any occasion, and no one will even know, especially if you're wearing it in your undergarments. They have anywhere pods to make it easy to insert and remove. I ordered one of their new leather Luxe bands. These look really sleek and fancy. Like it's a leather band, so you can look really cute with whatever outfit you're wearing. They just feel more high-end and less fitness and activity-based, so you're always wearing your Whoop. They brought back the Super Knit, the Sports Flex, the Core Knit, and the Bicep Band, which I absolutely love the most. I bought the blue one. We're going to change up the colors this time. So you'll be able to buy pretty much every single past accessory that you had for the 4.0 for now the 5.0, which I'm not the happiest about, because let's say you bought all these bands and you want to use them. I know for the Apple Watch, like I can use my Apple Watch band from the past like 4, 5, 6, 7 Apple Watches, but for this, the new Whoop, I can't use those accessories again, which is a bit disappointing, but it makes sense because they made it 7% smaller. But I'm a little sad about that. Now, if you do plan to buy the Whoop 5.0 or the Whoop MG, remember to click the link in my description. You will get a discount and find the right plan for you. You'll be able to access all the new hardware features as well as some of the new software features depending on the plan that you got. I am most excited about the blood pressure insights. That's going to be very interesting if it's accurate. So I will be testing that, and you'll get to understand how it works for the first 30 days if you haven't bought your Whoop yet. My name is @Shervin. Follow me on Instagram, X, all the socials. Subscribe, turn on notifications if you want to see more Whoop content. I will be reviewing this. I've worn it for 5 years, so I feel like I'm a above amateur level on the Whoop. We'll see you in the next video. Peace.